So my dad has always been just like a hardworking guy, been busy, but he always made time and effort to be with our family and be at all of the events.
Pretty normal, raising 2 kids and being married to Rachel.
Working and trying to be good parents.
Lots of sports and family dinner. It was pretty nice.
When my dad's diagnosis happened, it was pretty hard. The word cancer is a very scary, hard word to hear. And to think that, my big, tough, strong dad was the one that had cancer, that was hard. You kind of think as a little girl, like, my dad's invincible.
Watching my kids learn that their dad has cancer was crushing. They saw their dad as someone that was big and strong and their protector and their provider. They had to see him in a whole new way.
So the day I got diagnosed, I was really sick. I was in the hospital, pain, nausea, just almost out of it, just really couldn't function. And when they diagnosed me, basically they did it with Rachel, and I didn't even really know what was going on.
It felt like time stopped. Planning our future and looking forward to things to not knowing what tomorrow would bring.
Definitely a bit of a kick in the head before really digging into my first year at college.
So all of our planning didn't exist anymore because we couldn't make a plan. We couldn't plan to go to dinner. We couldn't go because he wasn't feeling well, or someone in the group was sick and we couldn't have him go and be exposed to it and risk him being sick.
Well, Clay was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, which is a serious blood cancer.
He had an extremely aggressive form of myeloma. When we first got the bone marrow biopsy that diagnosed it, we expected to see 1, maybe 2 abnormalities. We saw over a dozen problems with these broken cancer cells.
My goal was to figure out what the options were, make a decision, and let's just move forward with my treatment.
Clay's always been a very determined individual and a very positive person with regard to the idea that he's going to do well and these treatments are going to help him.
It wasn't until I got diagnosed, I found out that the drug that I was taking then was one that was initially funded by American Cancer Society, and then I think that's when I decided, you know what, there isn't anything that I won't do for this organization.
Our treatments have proved quite successful in controlling the myeloma since that time.
He beat really long odds, to be honest, and is doing quite well.
I think getting cancer has actually amplified his drive to just be a positive force of energy around everyone that he's ever met.
ACS has given me a purpose where I can take my gratitude and I can funnel that into a purpose for fundraising or just being talkative about ACS. I've had people come up to me and say, I send them a check and I don't know where it goes. Well, I'm standing right here and you can see exactly where it goes.
I just want to say thank you so much for giving me the gift of a lifetime.